Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Kingdoms Reborn. I'm your host, 2005 Guy Bro 2. Well, the game was had an update and lo and behold, it looks like my premonition came true. We now have 34 achievements to be earned. Now, bearing in mind that I've actually done all of these already, it's going to be one of those things, but yeah, it looks like we're going to go and do all of these achievements pretty much back to back to back. Uh, a lot of them are going to be in the well, starting position. Granted, hard difficulty is fairly difficult. I've tried Immortal and it's extremely difficult, but it is doable. It's just very, very hard. I have got a plan to finish that one on how to actually get started to make us win it. But it's going to start a little bit, yeah. Basically, we're going to start with the Norse with this one. I think that's the only way to do it. But other than that, we are going to go through all of these and see how far we can get. Now, the capture the panda is going to be tough, and I mean, it's going to be worse than the immortal start. Capture the panda. Panda seems to die every time you get to the zoo point. So it's going to be one of those issues which may be a problem, definitely for a lot of us. So with that said, what I'll do is I'll cut here and I shall see you guys in game. Okay, so how shall we start? Let's do single player. And ooh, it looks a little bit different than last time. So we now have map size, difficulty, cards, no card, 4 players default, so that's fine. AI peaceful, so you can have it where they fight you, steal your money and everything else, or you just have them peaceful. Sea level, we've got that as an option, mountain density, moisture, temperature, and why isn't it defaulted to equator? Why is it south? But yeah, okay, so let's face it, I don't tend to attack the AI, so I'd rather not have them attack me either. So let's go with that. I don't know if that obscures any of the achievements, especially the one where it goes win, because we've got a technology at the very very end of the tech tree, which is victory conditions, and it doesn't do anything. So yeah, and that's what we found out in episode 10, I believe, where we went from start to finish with Shogun. Okay, so we're going to go with the Norse, which is already a high difficulty. It's basically plus 20% cold resist and plus 30% wood cutting yield, and it's the wood cutting yield that we're after. Unique resources, honey meat and cheese. That's basically a mood point for both of those. But that said, let's get started in it and see how far we can get. So that should be all fine. I do prefer a large map size, even if it does, let's say, make it a little bit annoying, as in it wants to do 7 AIs instead of 4. It also gets very, very laggy near the end, as we discovered with the Shogun. And there is a bit in there where it's up to a maximum, up to and above 1,000 townsfolk, and that's another achievement. So yeah, that's going to take at least 3 days to get to that point. Bear in mind it's now 12:30, and I need to do something for the job centre still. Whoopsie doo doo. Okay, so I will be back in probably about 3 hours after I've updated my my diary on the job centre. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just tried to do well, over the last 5 hours I tried to do Immortal with the Norse, and I still can't get it completely to get to the point that we can be completely self-sufficient. Well, when we're not getting the cards that we need continuously, and that's even when we start in the Boral lands, where there is a starting location required, and then a victory at the end of it, or basically a a win at the end of the game. Now, the question is, how do we win the game? So we have a tech called Win, and we have the option to attack all the AIs. Now, do we have to attack all the AIs, or do we have to get all the housing up to level 80, or do we have to get, 80 of the top level houses, or do we just have to research the win conditions? There is no information about that so far. But that said, I tried to do basically these settings here, but then with Immortal, which is a plus 320% consumption, and yeah, I can't seem to figure out a way to actually get that to work properly. We can do the one below from that, which is the one, which is Emperor. We had lots of trouble with that last time as well. Brutal, we were able to do it. Not sure if we can do Emperor again. We can try Emperor, but I think we're still going to wind up with the same issues as Immortal, because for some reason, even if you tell them to do the coal mine as a priority, they completely ignore the fact they put it down as a priority. Actually, a lot of things at the moment, if you set them as a priority build, they completely and utterly ignore it. So it's a bit of a nightmare. And I've tried Deity, and I just can't survive the first 5 minutes. So there's no point in making a video on it if we can't survive more than 5 minutes. So it's quite difficult to do those ones at the moment. We need to figure out a way around it. Also, I don't know if any of the achievements are fully working yet. So if we start with normal, at least that way we can figure it out. We should be getting quite a lot of the achievements if they are active. So if we do normal, because let's face it, I've just wasted 5 hours, we can actually see if they're up and running, and we can get at least 3, 4, maybe 5 different achievements if we just start with normal. So let's do normal. We are still going to go with the Norse. We are going to go with Boral, and we are going to try a victory conditions with starting in Boral. There is also another one which is victories conditions starting in the jungle area, which is 3 plus 3 times. Well, what's it called? It's not virus. Where you have to have lots of medical supplies. So with that one, we probably want to do something like maybe Shogun or the Dutch or something like that as a starting character. But if we go for the North scanner, we're going to start in Boral and see how far it goes. So with that said, let's dive straight in and see how we progress. Okay, so let's start up the game. And I think what I might do is I might just do this big time lapse, like sort of like Shogun, where we did the whole thing from start to finish. Um, However, I can't guarantee that I'll be able to do 3 days straight on that one this time. I've got way too much stuff running in the background now, and it's going to be a bit of a nightmare week again, because I'm already running way late behind everything else. So I'm just going to do about an hour a day, and we'll just have to play it by ear. Okay, so we've gone past the hour mark, so we've gotten fairly fairly well up here. So we've got plenty of food. Just moved some of the housing over here so that we can just expand this way a bit. And also we're going to move this all this fish down to here, so we can use this for other things. All the coal is going to go to this one over here. And then we still need to sort this lot out soon as well. I need to get back onto the job seeking front. So I'll put a break in the video and carry on in a bit. And I shall see you guys in just a sec when we actually do that. There we go, and we're back. So now we can continue on again. Actually, instead of putting it in the brink works, let's put that one on there. Well, I probably should have put them actually in that one. Let's do that one. We'll eventually get them all to go in there anyway. Okay, so let's get rid of all this stone that's everywhere and see how we progress once all that lot's done. We've got quite a lot of fish, but apparently we are now eating more fish than we were before, so we may have to still do something on that front too. Can't believe how long it took me to get through the job center stuff. Took 8 hours to update my freaking journal on the job center. You did at least £2,000 for that one. You can't purchase that one, it's probably too wide. I think if we purchase that one, we should be able to purchase this one if we're on time. At the moment, I don't think we're going to be anywhere close to being on time. Might have to go down the route of building a trade port. Oh, blast, I already had one set for there. Okay. Well, if we build out that way, get these ones in, then we should be right. We're going to add that lot to it anyway. We could always sell it. Looks like we're gonna start having some more housing. Okay, so let's continue with the time lapse. Okay, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to call the episode there now, guys and girls. Basically, I've just been called up to do some additional work somewhere else. So I shall see. Hopefully, I shall see you guys in the next. Well, guys and girls, sorry. In the next video and/or live stream. Also, if you've liked the video so far, please leave a like. If you didn't, please let me know why in the comments below. Also, if you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button to help the channel grow. And those on YouTube, if you could please hit the small bell icon and select all to get notified when the next video or live stream goes up. Thank you all for watching, and I hope that you all have enjoyed the video and will enjoy future videos and live streams to come. Thank you all for watching, and bye for now.